Well, salutations, everybody. What's a crack-a-lackin'? It's another day, another dollar, the beginning of another week. The third week of the month of August, the 17th of this particular period of time. You know, good, grand, and delicious times to see how it all ends up coming together. You know, seeing how the vibes end up running and seeing how it all ends up cooking too. We are only 5 days away from the start of the footballing premiership, a time of the year that has a special place in my heart because I enjoy that so much. But I suppose I should end up asking all of ye this week, is there anything you're looking forward to? Is there anything that you're ended up experimenting with? Is it all looking good, grand, and delicious, my friends? Arctic Strawberry Fox, my friend. If you haven't, my friends, send the love over to them. A fantastic streamer in their own right. Always up for the good bit of crack, even if they're consistently making me feel hungry. What are you going to put on your cheeseburgers? Is this going to be a case of if your man from SpongeBob came around now, will he be looking for pickles? Will the lettuce be on the right side of the ketchup? Will the mayonnaise be on the correct side of everything? Let us know. And Vermilion, my friend, how is all treating you? Hope you're doing well, Craic. You're amazing, you're brilliant, you're handsome. Keep up the good work. I'll grab something to eat and probably rest as it's late, but have fun. Well, thank you so much for that, my friend. It is always loved, it is always appreciated whenever said conversations end up happening. We keep ourselves in good conversations. Look after yourself first and foremost before everything else. It is the most thing to end up doing. And if the crack ends up making you feel good, then that is the great way to end up being. Sassy, my dear, thank you so much for the subscription. You are an absolute darling. I will immediately end up getting your push-ups out of the way, but I suppose I should ask first, is there a specific song you would like to hear me do the push-ups to? Might add a wee bit more variety to what ends up coming down there. I also ended up adding in some new Craic Attack badges for people as well, for subs, because, you know, trying to be professional. So, you know, we'll see how all that ends up coming into place. Enjoy your cheeseburgers, my day. Mayo and green olives. Green olives is an interesting choice to put on a cheeseburger. I've never considered putting olives on a cheeseburger before, so that's kind of fascinating to me. But I'm sure you're going to end up enjoying it anyway. So do you have a song for us, Sassy, or will we just do the traditional push it to show you off the glorious glutes of the crack? You know, might as well end up asking it out, seeing what ends up coming down. And asking yourself, too, how is your day treating you? Have you done anything good, grand, and delicious? Has it been an exciting old time? My friends, if you haven't, by the way, send your love over to Miss Sassy as well. Unbelievable streamer who's going to make me do both push-ups and teabags. So, you know, you get the best of both worlds. So,
I am not here for it
actually,
today. Oh, how we doing, Bussin? Welcome in, though, my love. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Guy, I was gonna say, thank
just
you
because I put this together, and just for the memes, the song choice that you're going to get for your two choices, Senior Sassy, is this.
Get your cheeks out? Say what? No, I didn't say get my cheeks out. I said he's after my cheeks. Like, every time.
Not the like old school Hannah Montana.
Every time I get off the hook, he always comes back, and I don't understand why. It's just, I don't know.
So let's just. Okay, cool. Let's do this for you now, my dear. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Nothing quite like being able to show a bit of the sauce, a bit of the grind, a bit of the crack on the camera for all those that end up coming in to enjoy it. And we can end up enjoying the coffee as well. Tis funny in my world how, you know, one of the worlds that I end up taking such a big look into in football, that big worries with my team United, Galatasaray trying to end up getting Bruno Fernandes. United trying to give him a new contract worth about 17.1 million quid a year, which would be an insanely big salary, which, you know, is a big worry of what we've been doing before. And seeing that Rodri is potentially going over to Barcelona as well, so a lot of interesting stuff happening there, you know. Stream tonight. God, I wish I ended up getting the answer back to that, but hey, what can you do? Anyways, the last time we came to Slay the Spire 2 was during the Nasu meet and greet train, where we ended up getting a fairly good run, you know? A run that I blue-balled people with because I didn't finish it. So, I figured, you know what, with absolutely no advertisement whatsoever, I might as well show it off now. And see if people end up enjoying that particular run as we continue on with what we were at the last time. Because if there's no other truth when it comes down to the Craic, it's that when he wants to be, he can be a bit of a facetious dick. But hey, you should be watching the stream, so if you miss it... Lammy, my dear, what's a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? Speaking of Nasu, my friends, if you haven't followed the phenomenal Lammy, please do. Absolutely phenomenal streamer, always up for the Craic. Doing great, grand, and delicious. And on top of that, has a eulogy on her left leg to our good friend who's just after coming in there, Senior Duck God of the Quack. Yes, she has a tattoo of a duck on the left of her leg, Senior Duck.
Oh, somebody clipped that. Why is everybody afraid of me contacting them?
Specifically because of how awesome you have been. And it's nothing to do with the fact that it's the duck from Ark Raiders, but, you know, it's a gorgeous display just for you, Senior Duck, and you should feel proud of the fact that Benekage has been doing sorting the ducks. Lammy has now gotten that tattoo specific for you and has been playing sorting the ducks as well in all of her free time. You've been infesting the crew, Senior Duck, and it's been going good, grand, and delicious, my friend. But the Craic is always 90 when we end up enjoying it, so Monday Night Madness ends up having the fun as we end up talking about it. Indeed, that's the proper response, Senior Duck. So yeah, we're just going to end up enjoying the day, seeing how it ends up coming, continuing with a wee bit of Slay the Spire, having some good conversations, keeping everything good, grand, and delicious, and saying hello to the phenomenal people that have just come in. It's Halloumi. Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. It is a pleasure and an honor for you to have chosen to bring your community over to me. For those of you who do not know who I am Craic of CraicAttackCentral, aka a variety streamer from Ireland de Vieux-Fort, aka the Emerald Isle, aka Ireland, and it is a pleasure to have you all in. Please know that it is okay to lurk whilst in my chat. We appreciate it, but at the same point in time, you can converse should you want to. I don't bite, unless you want me to. So let us know, Halloumi, what was it that you were playing today? And Ite, how is life treating you? I hope it's treating you good, grand, and delicious. Ah, so you're a British streamer, are you, Halloumi? Pleasure to end up seeing it. The Beast of Reincarnation. How have you found Game Freak's first foray into the world of being outside of Pokemon in 20 years? It has been 20 long years since Game Freak have released a game outside of the Pokemon franchise. I'm just curious what you ended up thinking of it. I've heard mixed things about it, like the writing is a bit mixed, that even though it has good gameplay, it's a bit clunky on the world development and that, but interesting to hear that you're enjoying it. It's good, so many twists and turns. Well, that's all that you can end up asking, so long as you enjoy it, so long as you're having the crack with it. That's all that you want to end up happening. So it's a pleasure to hear that you have been enjoying it. Do you think now that you would like to see Game Freak do more games outside of the world of Pokemon? Or do you think that you'd like to see them implement some of the stuff that they've experimented with here in Beasts of Reincarnation and put that in to Pokemon? Or are you a Pokemon fan at all? You know, maybe you don't give a rat's diddly ass about Pokemon, which would be a fair viewpoint as well. I myself don't even know anything about the game. I'm just lurking in his streams. But hey, I mean, that's a great way to end up looking at it. So long as you're able to enjoy it at all, that's all that ends up mattering, my friend. So we're on the third stratum of our Slay the Spire 2 build. If you haven't seen this game before, basically there are 5 different characters from which you can end up choosing. And then you travel up 3 floors of the spire until you end up getting up past here. Crap happens, and you see what ends up happening. Game's still in early access, so it hasn't gotten to the end, near the end of its story, but we're still able to enjoy it. This is a continuation of the Nasu run that we had done before, so it'll be fascinating to see what ends up happening. To be honest, this voice is spectacular. And if you know what this voice is from, you deserve an internet cookie. Alright, I'll hop off for the day. No bother, my friend. It was a pleasure having you in. Just before you end up going, just remember that I have not been Bill I. I have been stupid sexy Craic. Shlong the fool, my friend, and as always, Oog Mahone. I think they could definitely do many more games than they could. Well, that's good to end up hearing, and hopefully they will. This is from Gravity Falls, by the way, in case you didn't know what this voice is from. Interesting voice, I must admit. I think VoiceMod done a fantastic job of implementing this one. Thank you, Ite. I shall have the Ishka. Nothing like a bit of Ishka to keep the fires burning in your loins. I actually really like the background music and all that too. It's actually quite a bit of a beat. But you know, we might as well end up getting back to the actual Craic. I found you on Pizza Party 2, so I had to come in and say hello. Well, it's a pleasure, my friend, to have you chose me as the selection that you ended up coming to, and I'm so happy that we've been able to say hello. I suppose I should end up asking you too, since you did end up doing the raid, Halloumi. What is it that you would normally end up doing? Is like Beast of Reincarnation the type of game that you'd end up going for? Is there different variants at which you'd end up going to? Please let me know as we try to decide which route we're going to end up taking on this goddamn map. In fact, I know which route I'm going to end up taking, so we'll end up seeing. We're in the Nuss Spire. The Ironclad finally arrives before me. Come with the 4th. The 5th card you play each from your hand each turn is free. problem with that is I don't think we're going to get to the 5th card we play, because I don't think we have ourselves set up that we can play 5 cards a turn. Oh yes, just tick this. Okay, anyway, so we go this route up here and then up that direction there, and we go like that. It's beautiful. So, if you haven't seen this game before, it's this type of situation here. We have loads of relics that we've ended up taking in. Your basic objective is to wallop the absolute crap out of the enemies that ends up being in front of you, and then continue on way up yourself. I usually do variety games, but I have been getting into single-player games. The next one will be Claude. I have heard good things about Claude now. The kind of survival horror third-person dino shooter. I know a couple of people were looking into that. Not my cup of tea, personally, sadly. But I can understand why people would end up going into it. And I hope you enjoy it quite a lot when you end up giving it a go, my friend. You know, because yeah, you should end up enjoying what you're at as much as you can anyways. Because that's all that ends up mattering. Most people just want to end up seeing people enjoy themselves when they're doing streams and the whole lot. So I genuinely hope you end up having a gas owl crack with it. Would you be much of a dino person, Halimi? I must admit, it was never a big hitting point for me, dino stuff, sadly. But yeah.
Thank you so much for being back, Strawberry. How is all treating you? Is it good, grand, and delicious? To be fair, I think the voices that you guys are picking are quite unbelievable. I think you might have gotten slightly screwed there on spending that twice, because the second one ain't that much different to the first one, Arctic. But you did end up getting the fabulous Possessed. So I have been possessed with the power of 1,000 suns. It is with this game I say to all that the strawberry shall be devoured by the Craic, that the halloumi shall be added onto the pizza of love, and that the Craic will devour you all with ruthless abandon. If I could get a dinosaur costume, I would. By the way, I don't know if the follow alert worked. No, for some reason it didn't. It's meant to end up making noise and the whole lot, so my generalized alerts seem to be somewhat broken at the moment, which is sad. But, you know, sometimes things end up happening.
Miss Sassit just subscribed for 2 months.
Well, that's delayed. They're all going to come up now.
Miss Sassit just redeemed teabag away from camera in big screen mode.
So it's wonderful that it ended up doing like holding the camera and holding them up for us, so everyone's just going to end up enjoying this for us.
Duck__quack just redeemed Shia LaBeouf clapping.
But hey, you know, the joys of the Craic when it ends up coming down, you know? Here comes in the raid message.
It's Halloumi, I just raided with 3 viewers.
You know, but yeah.
Ilnaviria just redeemed set_random_voice.
Okay, so I don't know what demonic entity just overtook my body there. So my apologies on that, everyone. But
it's _it I just redeemed hydrate.
It's all okay. Minnie, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious, my friends?
Fox
If
just
you
redeemed
haven't,
set underscore
give the
random
phenomenal
underscore voice.
Minnie Wolf's official a follow as well. Fantastic streamer, always up for the crack, always up for good conversations. We end up seeing how she ends up
Arctic
going.
Strawberry Fox
I
just
will end up
redeemed
telling you
set
exactly what I
underscore
end up doing,
random underscore
Halimi,
voice.
because Savage Queen, thank you so much for the raid, my friend.
Savage Queen
I
just raided with
appreciate
37
it
views.
so much. Thank you for choosing to bring your community over to the crack and trusting the crack to inject them with the addiction of love. I am Crack from Crack Attack Central, a variety streamer from Irlande Viewsevort, aka the Emerald Isle, aka Ireland. I do the likes of Arc Raiders, Shin Megami Tensei, this game, Path of Exile 2. I will basically play anything so long as it has an enjoyable crack to it. So give a bit of a recommendation. I'm happy to consider it. And trust me, I'm here too, because the coffee is glorious, GoldenEye. How did your stream end up going, my dear? For those of you that ended up coming in alongside Savage, just remember that I am always up for the conversations. It is okay to lurk, but if you want to converse, it is perfectly fine to do so. I don't bite unless you want me to.
Thank you, Maui. I appreciate you, hon.
But how is things with yourself? What were you streaming today, Savage? Let us know. Was it good, grand, and delicious? Rusty Badger, thank you so much for sending the love in as well. Pudge Moisture, I hope I pronounced that right. I hope it was good, grand, and delicious. You know, the Irish ice cream is always mixed with a nice old bit of Irish whiskey, so we end up enjoying that, and we see how it ends up coming together. How are things over in Bulgaria, my friend? I need the images right now, Savage. I need the images right now. I want a DM. I want a whisper. I want to see you as Spider-Man, because my God, if I seen you dressed up as Spider-Man, I might end up doing the upside down kiss myself.
Fox just redeemed posture check.
Good. I'm looking forward to seeing this. Okay, DM. Okay. So, couple of things here. Benekage is just after subscribing, so we need to do push-ups anyway. But before we do the push-ups, I need to do something first. So we're going to, because I'm a lazy prick, we're going to push up the song that we end up using for when we do push-ups for when people subscribe on. But we're going to send Savage love, the greatest honor I can give her for that unbelievable cosplay. So, Savage, I hope you're watching. Watch carefully. Watch carefully.
Benikage just redeemed at time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it laziness? Is it laziness, or is it efficiency to end up going down on one's knees for awesomeness such as that? But genuinely unbelievable. That looks divine, my dear. You should feel incredibly proud of that cosplay. Do you actually mind, because I don't want to do it in case you do, you actually mind if I put that picture up on the stream for a second so people can end up seeing what you look like? The image that Lammy ended up sending me, Savage. I don't want to do it in case you have a problem with it, but if you don't have a problem, I'd love to show what it looked like. I tried to spare us the push-ups, but the ads didn't run. The joys of it, my friend. I can. Okay, perfect. Then, my friends, give us 1 second as the crack ends up organizing this. Images, here, here. Download here, 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 here. expand it out. And now for the vertical one as well. Okay, cool. So that is what Savage ended up looking like. To me, that's absolutely bloody divine. Like, the effort that's being put into that is insane. That is divine. You should feel proud. If you don't feel proud of that, you bloody should feel proud of that. That is insane. And like, I really like the blue that's being done on the top of it as well. It doesn't surprise me that it took 6 hours. Like, the zip on your nose and the whole lot is kind of unbelievable. And like, are all of those kind of spots at the top gems? Or what did you end up doing for that? Because genuinely, what it reminds me of is Mystique trying to act as Spider-Man. Which maybe that isn't what you were going for, maybe that is what you were going for. But genuinely, to me, that looks absolutely awesome. And you should feel proud beyond proud of that if you don't. I had to glue each one to my face. I hope that that's water solvent glue so that you could just go straight into a shower and then just... Because otherwise, the joys of that, trying to get all of them off. But genuinely, I have the height of respect for anyone that does cosplays. To be honest, it's one of the most, not down your drain, you don't. Yeah, but you, like, I just mean have the drain catcher there, but have it just come off of you so that you're not individually clucking them. Like, I understand that. Do people not have drain catchers? I lived in a house with 17 people at one point in time. I had the one shower that we had stuck with a fucking drain catcher, because if we didn't, it'd get blocked every bloody day. Not even a joke, that. I hated that experience, by the way. If you ever want to know what torture is living in a house with 17 other people. Oh, yeah. Literally, we opened the front door and people thought it was a house party. We opened the front door and then a gaggle of 15 people come in. Yes, 17 people. So when I was in college, I ended up staying in an establishment. And the establishment had innately 5 bedrooms. But he converted the living room into a bedroom, and the office into a bedroom. So the 5 became 7. He then converted the boiler cupboard extension into a bedroom as well. So there was 8 bedrooms. So there was 8 bedrooms. I had the biggest bedroom. So of the other 7 bedrooms, every single one of them was filled with couples, and 2 of the bedrooms were full with thruples. So as a result of that, there was 17 people in the goddamn house at any particular time, and I wanted to shoot myself. And I have now been algorithmically screwed on every single platform. But hey, we'll deal with it. Oh, not to you. Haha, I said that to Craic. Oh, which bit? Makeup remover on the face. Over paper towels, scrape and shower afterwards. Is that the recommendation to end up having to do it? Oh God, you've no idea. Like I had to get up during that period of time in college at 5 a.m. just to get a shower. So, because we only had one goddamn shower, which was hilarious. Well, what can you end up doing? You deal with the punches that are thrown in your direction. And enjoy every moment of it as it ends up hitting you harsh and hard. But you know, you keep your head up and end up enjoying it. It made me the person I am today. So that's why I'm happy that I ended up going through those wonderful experiences to grow as a person and see who I am today, you know? Yeah, I think I have been neutered on one of the apps, but who cares? We'll continue to enjoy ourselves anyway and see how it ends up coming together. So, advertisement is almost finished, my friends. We like to stop where we can for people when the advertisements are on, just in case you are there and want to end up enjoying what we're at as well. So we like to wait, let everything end up coming through, and so that you can end up enjoying the beautiful face of the Craic in all of its glorious wonders as we continue with the game. Pleasure to have you back, my friend. Did you get anything good, grand, and delicious within your ad? I've been getting a lot more weird ads on every platform, not even the purple app, over the last wee while as well, so it's funny seeing ads end up coming through. I need to end up being an intelligent Craic and purchase the goddamn what's the name of it? Use your words, Craic. The Nitro. Purchase Nitro. I have to start being intelligent as purchasing Nitro. Lots of betting ads. Yeah, it's annoying when betting ads end up coming in. I can understand that. Hit you. Hit you. Hit you. Hit you, and then we let the other ones just hit. But yeah, you see, you end up coming down with them in the whole lot. I do understand the point of advertising in the whole lot. It's why I never really get annoyed about advertising, because it's an unfortunate problem that you just have to deal with. You know that it's a thing. In every aspect of Twitch and everything that you end up doing, so you have to end up dealing with it and continuing on well. Though I will say, one of the funnier ads I ended up getting at one point in time was because I was talking with the farmers that live around our particular area. I ended up getting an advertisement for fertilizer, which I found very, very funny, because I wasn't sure that you were allowed to advertise fertilizer. You know, one of the main components in a particular way that can end up screwing you 10 shades to Sunday. I thought that would be an hilarious thing to end up giving someone. You know, but hey, you know, you enjoy it anyways. Has anyone done anything exciting with their day today as well, my friends? For the most part, my day has been calm. I spent the initial bit of it doing some personal stuff just to improve myself, enjoy myself, see how things end up going there. Then afterwards, I ended up doing a walk into town. I got my 10,000 steps in, ended up purchasing my almond milk, because unfortunately, I have an intolerance to regular milk. I found when I ended up doing a health check resource thing, where you go and you end up finding what foods are good for you, what foods are bad for you, elements such as that, which was annoying, but we ended up understanding it. So, you know, dealt with it, continued with it, and, you know, ended up doing that. I had one for the pill to keep you up, and I was like, what the F? I mean, the joys of it. I mean, in the great words of Tesco in Ireland, no, it's not Tesco. Which one is it? It is Tesco. In the great words of Tesco, every little helps. No, it's Asda. You're right. You're right. It's Asda. Every little helps. For those of you that don't know old school British and Irish memes, you really should search up old school Irish and British advertisements. Some of those advertisements are absolutely gas. Absolutely gas. They're some of the funniest things you'll end up seeing in your life. So genuinely, if you can get a chance at it, you should end up trying to give it a watch. Like, go on to the Red app and just peruse old school advertisements. You'll be there for hours just enjoying yourself. Though I will say, no country quite has the vitriol for its people that Ireland has with Ireland's road safety advertisements. If you want to see pure and utter just weirdness, search up Ireland's RSA, Road Safety Authority advertisements, because holy crap are some of them. Wow is the only response you can give for some of those Irish advertisements. Just wow. Like, there's literally a Road Safety Authority advertisement where there's a bunch of kids and they're enjoying life there, and they're in a field enjoying a picnic, sat down, eating their sandwiches, coming around, and then there's a man driving on the road. He's driving on the road and he's doing well, but he's looking at his phone, and as he's looking at his phone, his car is coming off of the line a bit, and then it comes back over to the kids, chatting, enjoying themselves, seeing how it comes. He ends up lifting the phone up in his hand, ends up seeing, oh crap, there's a car, suddenly turns, topples the car, and it hits the goddamn picnic. I mean, nightmare fuel. Absolute nightmare fuel. I know. Never mind the kids, just the picnic. Will somebody please think of the food? I mean, that food didn't deserve that level of pain. Now, that food done nothing to nobody. You know, would somebody please think of the food? We'll rob Helen Lovejoy's setup and just end up using that from now on. Okay, anyways. Oh, I've tickled myself on that one. I'm of the Jeremy Clarkson school of Road Safety Authority anyway. Speeding has never killed anyone. It's the sudden stop that has killed them. Indeed. You know, yeah, I mean, roadkill won't be as nice when you end up hitting it at 100 kilometers per hour. At least if you hit it nice in the middle, yeah, that roadkill is nice, you know? God, I'm an asshole. Oh, crikey, I'm an asshole. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I'm chuckling myself. That's funny. I love when you're in a situation where you're, what in all that is holy is that emote? I adore that emote. I didn't know I needed a puppet Yoda doing that until today. I was not aware of what I required. I was not aware of what my life was missing, Halloumi. You have fulfilled me today. You have made a man come to euphoria. You have made a man come and know that his life is finally happy. That, you know, that things aren't always as bad as they can end up being. You have fulfilled me, my friend. You have finished the Craic. You have left him wondrous. So, you know, enjoy that. Is there any reason to have multiple of these? I don't think so. So I think we skip it. Wow, finished Craic, eh? I mean, you know, it's a rare thing for people to be able to do, Lammy. It's not easy for them to do, I know. If you get a chance, look up it. It creased me up. What, the Screaming Yoda? Yeah. It's only 23 seconds, so. Well, that's Yoda. That's Yoda passing a kidney stone. I'll tell you that. Passing a kidney stone right there. The big Yoda monster himself. But enjoying that. Anyway, that's where it's from. Yeah. I'm surprised, considering what the internet is like, that there's only 20,000, or not 20,000, 50,000 views on that particular clip. If it's the same one, Halimi, obviously there could be multiple of them. But the one that I end up viewing only has 20,000 views on it. But to be honest, it's funny enough as it is. So... So, you know, there's nothing particularly wrong with that. That's one of the things that I have to improve upon myself. I have to experiment more with the extra elements of the internet and see all of that extra crap and just enjoy it and end up facilitating more life and more enjoyment out of memes. You know, because there's nothing quite like memes. Is my music just after stopping playing? No, just for some weird reason, this song has a really long end. So, yeah, feel free any day that you can, any time that you know of them, to send me on every single one of them a memes. You know, I shall always enjoy them a memes. Ooh, why did a second one show up? Okay, that's fascinating. I didn't know that. The setup I have on this bloody build is insane. I'll have to look at the actual build itself and see, because whatever this one here, the unseizing top with this goddamn skill is bonkers. Packs end. If you have 3 or more cards in your... Okay, fair enough. Well, we won't have that, sadly. Ooh. There's a poker game going on in the local pub where that I'm from, and I haven't been to it in a while. Though I love poker, it's one of those things of, you know, you can lose your head a wee bit too much. Things can end up going bad at poker, so I tend to avoid it where I can. But I absolutely love Texas Hold'em. I think Texas Hold'em is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm shite at it, but I love it. Mistakes were made. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So, how do we do this? Ethereal, so they get removed the minute you use them, so we need to kill him as fast as possible. Well, my dude, it's a pleasure meeting you, but I've got to head out. It's a great stream. Thank you so much, my friend. It has been a pleasure. And again, thank you so much for bringing over your community over to me and having some conversations. Genuinely, it was a pleasure. Just so you don't forget, I have been Stupid Sexy Craic. Schlongafon, my friend. And as always, Pog Mahone. Have the best night possible. I hope it's as enjoyable as it possibly can be, my friend. I mean, it's you know, I might as well end up showing off my Irish heritage and show a wee bit of kiss the arse, you know? All cards are downgraded. Interesting. Interesting. So we're gonna get hit quite hard here. Just split the G next. Yes, actually, I love doing that. Guinness is actually one of my drinks of choice when I end up doing Guinness. So trust me, I understand that one as well. I understand why it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it is one of mine. I really, really, really am a fan of Guinness. I think it's almost a perfect alcoholic beverage. Because it fills you up, so for those who are, you know, makeshift drinkers and all of that, it continues to keep you up.
Lambie just redeemed Goofy Goober.
Rock! Oh, Goofy Goobers rock! I might, in the future, consider the community might be big enough, and if I can get more, love out of like conversations, stuff like that in my Discord, I might end up doing a movie night where we end up having the SpongeBob movie on and do the drinking game. Obviously, people won't have to drink if they don't want to, because you should never be forced into doing something like that. But I adore the SpongeBob drinking game with a passion. It's such a stupid drinking game. Is that worth it? Oh, I haven't actually seen the Lord of the Rings one. That's fascinating. I'd actually have to search up what the Lord of the Rings one is. I haven't actually seen the rules behind the Lord of the Rings one. So I'll have to do that after the stream, go and see what the rules of the Lord of the Rings one are. Because that sounds like a gas bit of crack. If I'm honest. That'll draw a card. We really don't want to do that. Oh, screw it, go on. But yeah, no, I'd have to search that up in the future too, because that sounds like a gas bit of crack. Indeed, it was Novi. So our friend here, Halimi, ended up letting us, telling us, because I was talking about how one of the greatest drinking games is the SpongeBob SquarePants movie drinking game, and he mentioned the Lord of the Rings drinking game, and I don't know of it, so I'm going to have to do a wee bit of research as to what the Lord of the Rings drinking game is and see. One of them is every time Sam looks at Frodo in an intimate way. Oh my god. That's almost as bad as every time one of the characters is Goofy in SpongeBob. Which I genuinely adore that that's one of the things in that movie as well. Like, just everyone acts goofy in that goddamn movie, so it's hilarious. Oh, it's not triggering the... Oh, it is triggering. I was wondering. Figured it would have to. I'd be down anytime. Like, that's the thing. I want to try getting the Discord more communicative so that we can end up doing that type of crap and having the fun with it, doing proper watch-alongs and funs like that. I'd even do it in other people's Discords if they were up for it as well. But you know yourself, just having the nice communication, having a good community, enjoying some stuff like that. Because the last time I done the SpongeBob drinking game, I was down in Cork. At a gaming festival in the Cork University. And they had it on in the college's, on-site bar. So we ended up going in there and just enjoying it in the actual bar itself. And within a goddamn hour, I was 8.5 pints down. 8.5 pints down. Like, it was bonkers. Now, one of the annoying things about it was an absolute pillock who was far more drunk than I am, though, to be honest. You know, you'd say it yourself, even if you aren't, because, you know, Billy Big Bollocks here says that he wasn't drunk. But, a guy who was far more drunk than me came over, knocked on my shoulder, which meant that I fell off of the chair. The drink ended up coming with me and it landed onto the ground. So they turned around and said that I was too drunk and couldn't continue on, which frustrated me to no end because I wasn't that bad. I understand them needing to look after themselves and make sure that nothing bad had happened. That, you know, every bar needs to be careful about the amount of alcohol they end up selling. But, you know, still, So we're just after beating this particular final run. So this run that we had built from the Nasu raid train was bloody busted. Nice to have you back, Senior Duck. I was kicked out of a casino because I walked into the door. You know, the funny thing about that is that's not that unusual of a problem. That's not that unusual of a problem. That has happened to a lot of people that I know. And I was talking to a casino bouncer about it. And supposedly one of the reasons why they look out for that, and whether or not this is true or not, whether or not there's any psychological or repetitious coordination to prove this, I can't say. But what he was saying is if someone comes in stumbling a bit like that, it means they're not a money spender. They're nervous, they're a wee bit antsy, this is potentially their first time coming in. If they don't have people with them, they're just a waste of time and just escort them out of the door. But then again, the bouncers are also kind of trained to recognize that type of vibe, see whether or not you're able to end up putting that down when you're going into a casino and escort you out that way as well. Though, one of the funniest experiences that ended up happening to me was when I was in Vegas for Mania. Yeah, so that's what this is about. Just if you want to have your wonderful joys of seeing it. So when I was in Vegas, I ended up getting this, you know, for WrestleMania. When I was in Vegas, I ended up going up to the blackjack table. And a man ends up coming in and walks, you know, Billy Big Bollocks, just boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. Walks with, you know, a lip in his step. Walks with piss and vinegar in all of his gumption. He comes around to end up plonking himself down. Comes over to the table, plonks down $10,000 onto the table, and turns around and says, "Go on, hit." Gets a 20. 2 kings. Gets a 20. And your man on the who is dealing gets a queen. And he says, "You want to pay for insurance?" And he says, "No, I don't want to pay for insurance." Continues on anyway. Says no to the hit. Your man turns around and it's a bloody ace. Blackjack. So he lost his 10k. Went to the ATM, took out another 10k, came over, plonked it down on the table. Ends up putting it down again. Gets this time a queen and a queen. And the blackjack dealer gets a king. And then turns it over and gets an ace twice in a row. He went onto it and the dealer had blackjack. I couldn't hold myself. I started pissing my hole in laughter. Okay, anyway, I think for the start of this one, I think the gold is probably worth more than anything else. The thing with the Silent is more of a assassin type character, does poison, does elements such as that. You can't be as brute forceful as we were with the Ironclad. So the extra cards might be insanely useful. So I think we just take the golden pool. I used to love that when I was a dealer. When the blackjack would end up coming up for you. God, I can understand that. You like it. Even though you come across like the biggest asshole in the world, you have such power in those moments. Ooh. I think we go up there, hit you. There. Yeah. Yeah. So you know yourself. Just enjoy yourself, see how it ends up coming. Though, it would have been a job I would have loved to have done at one point in time, is, dealing. I've never had the joys of being a proper dealer in a casino or anything like that. I would have loved to have tried it at least once. Interessante. He obviously hasn't been involved in the dealer of the crack. I mean, I'm the best dealer of the crack this side of the Atlantic, Senior Duck. So, you know. Need to get more experience dealing with me. My crack is so potent that it makes you addicted the minute that you inject it. So that's why people keep coming back. I mean, I'm doing well. I can't comment for everyone else, Senior Duck. It's been a good day for me. Been a very good day for me. I've just been enjoying myself, keeping myself going. Got all of my steps in that I needed to end up doing. Purchased my almond milk, which was the only thing that I was missing. So, enjoying all of that and seeing how it ends up coming. But what about yourself? How has your day been treating you? I suppose the news that United are almost close to getting Bruno Fernandes on a new contract is satisfying as well, I suppose. Yeah, like, you knew it was coming. It was 6 weeks, full intense, but doing roulette and everything is just a rush. Did it for 4 years, still one of the best jobs I had. Like, one of the things too, and I'm sure you probably ended up experiencing this, or maybe you didn't, let us know. How were the tips on that job? Because, like, obviously there'd be people that are in a good run of modus operandi, and might end up giving you a tip or anything like that. Or in the casino that you were in, Halimi, was it a case of they were just too cheap? Because I remember working in a bar with a man who, when he was in the bar, he was given €157 worth of tips. I don't actually know if that's worth it. I don't actually know if this is worth it either. I think based on this, if we're going with a poison build, this is useful. We'll take it just in case we go with a poison build and then we'll leave it. Tips were good, depending on the person. I know at one point got a 2k, 3k tip, but it was split then taxed. I'm kind of surprised that you had to get taxed in those type of situations. If I'm honest. I'm genuinely shocked that tax ended up being taken into place for tips. But then again, America's a weird old establishment anyway, as everyone ends up knowing. Trying to guess why America does what America does is a fool's errand. I don't tip unless they disclose that tips aren't shared. But would you do that now if you were over in America as well, Senior Duck? Because I must admit, when I was there, as much as I like to think that I'd have the cojones not to do that, I must admit I always gave out tips. Even if they were in that situation, because I knew how bad the payment was for some people, I always gave out tips. I could afford it at the time. If I was over there now, I wouldn't be giving out tips, I can tell you that. Yeah, that was UK, but America, it's usually the dealer that gets them. Interesting. Ooh. Ooh. 7 poison is not enough for this, even though it is a retain. I think we're going to have to start going for the shiv again. Anyway, we have advertisements starting now, my friends. So just while the advertisements happen, I'm going to quickly use the loo. So I will be right back just after this. Okie dokie. Thankfully, the advertisements have finished, so we can end up coming back and continuing on with this build that we're doing right now, seeing how it all ends up coming together and having the gish. God, that road. Oh. Oh, Connor. You always pick the best old situations, given the vibes and increase in her eyes. How is life treating you, my dear? Is that going good, grand, and delicious? Also, my friends, they're just after coming in. If you can do, share the love over to Electro Ops, another fantastic streamer, and we'll see how the Craic ends up treating them. But yeah, I haven't done it for about 8 years. Now I can still do all the math in my head. God, I might end up nicking you at some point in time. And seeing you, getting you to teach me how to do that, Halimi. So I followed you back there and we'll see what ends up coming. Were you playing? Oh, you were playing the new Madden game. Not too bad. How did you find that, Electro? I'm doing good, grand, delicious. Pleasure. I'm starting my junior year this week. Congratulations, my friend. Enjoy that. Make sure that it's all good, grand, and delicious. Hello, kind sir. What is your name? Are you on about me, Lammy? My name is Daddy Craic. Daddy Craic is here for your entertainment. He is wondrous. He is vibrant. He is glorious and delicious. But if you're on about someone else, then I have a clue. But yeah, what are you doing for your junior year? Like, have you any extracurriculars that you're doing or anything like that, Connor? Or like, how is it setting out? Yeah, it came out last week. I had to buy it. And how are you finding it, Electro? It won't be a game I'll be getting unless it goes on sale, because I unfortunately don't have the finances for it, and it's not my particular type of game. Though with that being said, I'd still end up enjoying it and seeing how it comes. Also, Novi, thank you so much for coming over to the red side. Nice to see that the application is working good, grand, and delicious, and that we can end up seeing the chats end up coming through, so the multi-stream app is coming through beautifully as well. I love it. I mean, commentating definitely seems like it's a pretty recycled same thing like every year, but the gameplay and graphics look amazing. That's always going to be a problem, mainly because the amount of money it costs to do the commentary is bonkers, and those commentary people don't know what they're at as well, you know? Like Michael Cole in WWE has been doing it for 20 odd years, and he's still shockingly shite at it. Because they're just not voice actors. They don't have the diction or anything like that. As annoying as it is, and I understand that you need to keep that level of realism to it, because that's what people want, you'd be much better if you could just put anyone you want to there. Like, make up fake commentators and hire a bunch of voice actors and put them there as the commentators. But I understand that people want the actual commentators there. Personally, with the amount of money they make, I'd have 2 commentary positions. I would have, whatever the name of the game is. I would have the Madden commentators, and I would have IRL commentators, and give a different name to them and go that way. I'm a marketing management major, emphasis on the professional selling, and I'm going to be doing a minor in business law. I might be contacting you as a result of that, Connor. But enjoy it and see how she ends up coming. Didn't realize you were part of Shark Tank and C98 as well. Good folks over there. Yep. Tara and Vault have done fantastic jobs of building their communities, same way as Lamy has with Nasu, Josh has with OTS, and a smattering of others have with them. I am a bit of a stream team wahor because I am in 8 of the bricks. But at the end of the day, I'm happy that I've met such awesome people and been able to share the love there. Like, all of those teams are written down at the bottom there. A new one will be added soon enough in the Tizzy Tavern. I just need to find out the actual extract that Tizoy likes to end up written down there. But they're all good people. They all deserve your appeal and a growth as well. So make sure to look out for those stream teams, because the amount that I've learned from them is unbelievable as well. And the good interactions that we've had due to the likes of Electro Ops, Lammy, Sassy, Webby, and a plethora of others coming through is, you know, fills my cold heart with a slight element of warmth. I have to do an internship in my senior year. Do you have to find that internship, Connor? Or do they help you find that internship? Because there's absolutely nothing worse than when you have to find the internship. Because when I was in college, had to find an internship. I had to find work placement. And I had found work placement. And then the college turned around in their infinite goddamn wisdom and says, oh no, we'll find work placement for you. You don't need to worry about it. So I said no to my crew. And then the college turns around afterwards and says, oh, we didn't find it. What is that wet floor? Caution, moist. You must like the word moist. So for everyone that wants to enjoy a bit of moist, you know, nothing like quite everything being moist. Yeah, nice little change in the background there. Later on, we want to add more elements to it, see how the attractability comes into place, you know, make it a wee bit more fancy, make it a wee bit more spectacle, a bit more beautiful, maybe add a CAC light up there or something akin to it. But during the night time, this does look fairly okay, good, grand and delicious organization and element like that. So we're trying to do improvements as we continue on as well. How are you doing, Marina? Are you doing well? I mean, proper moist is the best moist to be. You div. I have no idea what you mean by div, Lammy. You're going to need to extract and expand upon what the hell div means. I think we find an internship, or they help us find a company to develop our marketing plan for them. All I'd say, Connor, is now. Find that out. When you go into your first week of the school, talk to the head of the department, talk to the head of whatever is organizing, find that out now, so that if you have to find the internship, you're doing it before the other people get it. Just find that out effective immediately. Div means idiot. Well, that's nice to end up knowing. Thank you so much for calling me an idiot, Lamb. I might be an idiot, but at least I'm a well-hung idiot. Kioi. I'll shut up now. God, I cringe myself on that. Oh, that's really funny. Duck, thank you so much.
Duck underscore of
oh
underscore quack just redeemed set underscore random underscore voice.
You literally just activated Trash Mike. Well, we're all going to be enjoying the incredibly trash mic that you end up having there. But yes, no bother whatsoever. We'll give ourselves the 2 minutes because we have to pay through it and then swap for a trash mic because Duck ended up paying for it. Also, Sassy, lewd? No, just actors. No, that's not fair. That's not fair because we all have to remember. We all have to remember that I wish I could play it, but we don't have it. Chocolate Rain came out before then, and Chocolate Rain was in beautiful formations. Though if we want to talk about, you know, stuff that, you know, that, you know, makes me wish that I had, you know, a better microphone, makes me wish that I had interacted with more people earlier on in my career. Bear with us to see if we can get this up. And it is an Xbox 360 rage mic, I must admit. This changer is vile. I mean, sometimes you don't always get good ones. Sadly. But, you know, you try what you can and see how she cooks. Come on. You're really making this awkward. Okay. I know it's one that I recently played, so it should be here. There we go. You know, the song that ends up reminding me of, you know, the growth that people end up having, and one that probably would have become part of, you know, the British #1 scene in 2012. Would be that one. Oh, God. If I wasn't lazy and didn't know where it was, I put on the Club 98 hat. I think Lammy wanted you for something. Yep. I've already responded back to her, so all has been sorted, Senior Duck. You don't need to worry about that. Not Duck, up. God damn it. I'm going to continue to do that. Both of you are going to get bonkersly annoyed at me for doing that. This is an awesome song, by the way. Walt and Gravy had a great, like, to be honest, they deserve respect for this song. Just done a fantastic job with it. That and Keelia. Keelia does fantastic songs as well. There's just so many people with talent in and around these communities, and it's so nice to see it. I mean, this isn't even just a throwback, Halloumi. This is literally two people that have just covered this song and done it. Like, this is Senior Walt of Club 98. AKA Grandmaster Sexy himself. We'll have to try and convince the other stream teams to start doing theirs. I'll have to start pestering Lammy, Sassy, and Minnie to end up coming on a song. Considering they turned around and said that my singing isn't entirely atrocious the last time that I ended up doing it the other day, I'll have to convince them, or try to convince them, to get on and do a duet or a quadette or a fivette or whatever the hell you want to call it with me in a song, so we can post it on our green streaming music app there and have, you know, all of the monies. Oh no, but to be fair, everything that Lammy sends me is important. You can never leave Lammy on her own there. You always have to give a response back to Lammy, you know? You know, it's too much of a chance that I'll end up getting a proper spanking if I leave Lammy on red. Which is why I do it so often. Oh, I cringe. What did you say? I'm saying that we need to organize ourselves and end up doing a song like Chalk and Cheese, Lammy. We need to end up, you know, getting a group of Nasu people together and just doing a proper song. And then I'll end up trying to convince the OTS crew to do it, and then you know, convince the Shark Tank to do it and do that. I might as well end up now that you've placated my wonderful singing. That's a really nice emote, by the way. Seeing you're up. You should rob that emote and use it for your streams as well, for the next time that you end up going live with your reading and writing. Yeah, and fantastic streamer, my man. Fantastic streamer. If you haven't been in our streams before, which I'm sure you haven't, but if you haven't been in our streams before, please do again in the future. Fantastic, fantastic streamer. All of the Nasu crew that I end up seeing is fantastic there. I mean, even off-brand Bane here. Nicole, if she get off of her lazy arse, stick her finger out of her arse and actually go live, I'd say she'd be fantastic as well. Novi there, another fantastic streamer, whenever she ends up doing it. Even if she is a proper gremlin that shakes the goddamn Coke can. You know, she is the spawn of Satan because she shakes the Coke can. But, you know, we all have our faults. We all have our faults. Like, I'm the best stealer of the crack both sides of the Atlantic. So, that could be considered a fault, or that could be considered greatness, you know? Say you like me more. I like you more. Also. We have to take a moment. We have to get ready. My friends, something important must be done. This is the most important thing I will do all stream. What the hell? Oh, okay. This is the most important thing I will do all stream. God, I'm such a weirdo. I love that sound effect so bloody much. It will never not just go down through every orifice of my body hearing that sound effect. I just love it so much. You can tell that I'm a social alcoholic. I would steal that emote, but I'm odd for that person, so I think they'd notice. Yeah, just edit it and turn around and stay instead of the hello that you're just pissing off or something like that. Also, just to tell you, I love the name and the cheese. Not too bad. Oh, I love that emote of it actually exploding after you shaking it. You're still the spawn of the devil, Novi, but that is a gorgeous, gorgeous emote. Someone yesterday was saying people who do ASMR are class as artists, no chance. I mean, I could end up doing some wonderful ASMR. Make you feel wonderful things. Things you've never felt before in your life. Just reflect on every aspect of what you do. We will end up looking to the future and what you can end up doing.
Oh! It's a direction
Mariners
you can fuck.
writing just redeemed off is the direction.
Okay, I'll stop. I have been royally told. I have been royally told where my place is. Fair enough. I was just trying to give you something nice. I was about to sleep to that. I have awakened a secret part of you today, haven't I? Nicole? Stop growling. You're the whisper. Oh, that's funny. Oh, the best whisper is a whisper with a growl. Oh, that's really funny. I also was in big head mode, so you missed half of what I was at. Stephen King couldn't write the horror of this chat. Wow. At least I know how you end up feeling now. At least you're being honest in your feels. Though if you wanted to actually end up saying someone that ended up writing horror, aren't you better saying average Hitchcock? I mean, Stephen King is a horror writer, I suppose. I will never not love that Lammy Leave emote. I genuinely think it's one of the best emotes you have. If I could end up getting someone to make little suited Craic, this little big guy, if I could make someone end up making little suited Craic, do the exact same thing, just run, where you'd finally end up seeing his legs run out of a goddamn door, I'd rob that emote in a heartbeat. Oh yes, you're one where it opens the door and walks away. Beautiful as well. Stephen King wrote It, and when he whispered, "Oh my lord." I mean, true. Though I've heard an awful lot of people try to make the point that It is overrated. I don't know how to feel about that point. I don't think it's a point that I can end up standing with. Like, I do think that the movie is a bit overrated in comparison to where the show was. I think the show was better, but hey. Sorry if it's just on purpose, but the streaming is just chatting. I forgot to change it! Because it's kind of a combination of both, but I did forget to change it. Thank you so much for pointing it out to me, Ben. I appreciate it so much. Misery is good. Well, it depends who you're asking. I like Misery now myself. Misery makes for good company, as some end up saying. The original is GOAT. The remakes are meh. I mean, depends on how you end up looking at it. I think there's ifs and balances on both sides of it, Halloumi. I think the actual It itself, like Pennywise itself, is better in the movies. I'm your #1 fan. Hey, the joys of that. Kojo was good. I don't actually get that reference. This might be me being like a fool. In fact, it probably is me being a fool, but I don't actually get that reference. Not heard of it, to be honest. Like, this is me just not having enough cultural awareness of what the hell we're talking about, unfortunately. But I'm not 100% sure what you meant by Kojo. Kojo, oh, that was the rabbit dog in It. Yeah, that makes sense. I completely forgot what in the... That's... Is it sad that I want that pickle? That pickle is appetizing to me now. Apparently also the name of a different King novel. Maybe, I haven't a clue. Oh, same. It's about a dog who has rabies and attacks people. I mean, if it was your pickle, I'd always enjoy it. Sorry, that came out weird. That came out very weird. That fall damage is awesome. Land flat in the pickle.
Mariners
Wow.
_writing just redeemed.
If
I
anything,
don't
that's you
even
being
know if
mean
that's
to me.
PG. Hashtag short.
The first time you play a card that debuffs the enemy. Double its effect. Interesting. I mean, this goes back to the situation of, won't somebody please think of the food? I mean, think of the poor pickle. How will the pickle feel in this situation? You know? Like, I have no problem making the pickle satisfied, but like, will somebody please think of the poor pickle? You know? Is the pickle okay with this situation? Do you know? Did you ask the pickle if it consented? Oh, god damn it. I'm such a weirdo. Well, it's a pickle Rick. They'd be fine with a Craic. Take the pickle confirmed. Well, I don't know if that's confirmed. I mean, Craic will have fun with the pickle. I don't think it's confirmed that the Craic will take the pickle. Though, to be fair, you know, you never know until you try. It depends on the pickle's game. Depends on the pickle's game. I suppose that's what we say instead. That seems like you don't believe me, Novi. Nah, the Craic is being had. Also, by the way, this enemy here, I think, is one of the worst enemies in this particular act. By the way, I know I haven't done it in a bit, but let's talk about the game for a second. This enemy is one of my favorite worst enemies in the game because the whole point of this enemy is you need to beat it in time, otherwise it'll just blow up and kill you, like, you know? So, you know, there's fun. Well, it depends on if it's a gherkin or not. Oh, Jesus. I don't think I've actually seen a gherkin in real life. Craic might like the pickle more than a tickle himself. I mean, it depends on who's doing the tickling, Lammy. Your headphones are triggering me. In what way? Is it the fact that this thing is up there? Is it the fact that it isn't fully covering this ear because I have this earbud in and I'm listening to stuff? Yeah, it's the fact that this isn't covering the ear. Yeah, it's way too warm. Normally, I'd have the right ear covered as well because I have 4 different audio sources. I've mentioned this one before. This earbud is on the black app. This side here is on the purple app. This one here is on the red app. And then I have another earbud on this one here that's on the red app. Yeah, so I have 4 different audio sources on at this particular moment in time because I'm nuts. Hey, I need to know that my audio is working on all 4 of the streams that are currently running at the moment, you know, because I'm multi-streaming, because why not? Even though two of them are deader than bloody dead. But we play with it and see, you know, grow takes time. How does one even do that? With an insane amount of stupid tenacity. That's what your mods and viewers are for. You know, you say that, Novi, but I have once sat here for 20 minutes ranting on this goddamn microphone to a blank noise that nobody ended up noticing it and nobody ended up calling it out. And when I did notice it, Doc, who was the one who was in the chat that was actually able to notice it, just laughed like an ass and said I was waiting to see when you figured it out. So, you know, you say that, but, you know, it's awfully hard to trust people. Though I will say that was very, very funny. Me just there 20 minutes going... You know, only to be told afterwards that I was mute. No bother, my man. We try to wait for the advertisements anyway so that everyone ends up having a bit of crack when they end up coming in. I'm a wonderful actor. I don't know why you're assuming that this is good acting just in this instance up. I'm a fantastic actor. People love me. People adore me. People end up being infatuated with my general demeanor and voice and eccentricities. You know, my acting is gorgeous. Though I have told the story before, so I won't go into the big spiel of it. It is one of the things. Yeah. On that particular app, I think I am. I have no way of proving it, Novi, but I think I am. Specifically today. I think I am on the red one as well, but I think we'll see. Who cares? Craic fakes confirmed. I mean, just because you have the ability to do something does not mean that you have done it. I mean, I am live on both, yeah. I am live on both at the moment, Novi, but I think it's not letting other people know that I'm live. But, who cares? But again, who really cares? You know, I'll just continue at it and try and figure out the bits about it and the whole lot in the future. You know, might talk to you about that later on. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we end up having that. But again, we won't worry about it. We'll just enjoy ourselves at the moment and see where it's going, you know? look into all of that crap for the growth perspective and the whole lot in the future, and that's future Craic's problem, you know? But for now, we'll just sit down here, enjoy the Craic, enjoy the conversation, see how everyone ends up doing, and, you know, where we can, you know, play some good gameplay and see how she ends up cooking. Speaking of which, let's get back into this final boss of this first stratum. I must admit, too, that's a glorious, glorious, glorious emote, too, of your chasing Spuffo. Do you know who I am? I am the Craic. You must abide by my statements as they are law. I think we do that, and then we hit him with that, and then we fill this up. Set your cows on them. I'll have you know, my cows have been in a good mood the last wee while. They haven't had any issues. They're not even my cows, to be honest, they're the father's. But you know, we've been making sure that they're in good, grand, and delicious formations. That there's nothing going wrong with them at the moment. That they're just enjoying life, the universe, and everything in it. As you try to, anyway. They probably have a better life than I do at the moment. Mainly because I'm just being a tit. Woo! Loot Fox, thank you so much for the follow,
Fox
my
has
friend.
just attacked the Craic.
How is life treating you? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? It's a pleasure to have you in. I know I shouldn't really call out people who do follows, but if you want to, my man, just lurk in the background. It's perfectly fine. But if you want to converse, I shall converse with you. I don't bite. Unless you want me to. Mid-FM streams, the cows decided to do a walkabout. To be fair, the fact that that only happened once is kind of surprising. But I have had to run up mountains after them a couple of times. I know during one of Lammy's streams, I had to run and end up catching them up. You know, I know she wasn't happy that I ended up having to hunt the cattle away during one of her streams, but you know, you do what you can. Start calling them an Egypt. It's so weird seeing the actual spelling of Egypt being put out, because it doesn't sound like it spells at all, does it? Like, I understand that E-E-J-I-T is Egypt, but it genuinely doesn't end up seeing that way at all. That's why I just end up calling them bollockses instead. Yo, rat bollocks, just sort things out. So thankfully we're going to be okay here, but we're going to use this and hope we get some block. Bollocks. Fine. Didn't get any block. I mean, yeah, well, that's always the case. IRL before URL. You have to make sure that your life ends up doing well, that everything is fine here, and then continue to do your fun URL. You know, try to do as much as you can and just see how the Craic ends up treating us as we continue on as well. Nope, not at all. Being part Irish, it never makes sense. What, Egypt or bollocks? Still Cardiff 0-1 Wrexham. I mean, is this the first game of the championship? Senior up? That's happening at the moment? Or is this still a pre-season thing? Yeah, bollocks, no, the Aegis. Fair enough, fair enough. League, yeah. I love when Americans say bollocks. I mean, it's a nice word. Bollocks is a nice word. You know, you just continue with the Craic and see how she cooks. What do we do here? Luminescence, which means that we have 2 energy there. Transform, neutralize into that. I think we're just going to do this. Transform the neutralize into suppress. Because I think that's the best thing to do for this particular build. Brian Alvarez has started saying bloke, and it just doesn't sound right. Ah, yeah, but why are you listening to Brian Alvarez? Okay, so we're going to be smarter about this. We could go this way and face 4 elites, but I don't think we have it on this bit. 5 elites, in theory, but I don't think we have it to face 5 elites in this particular build. So I think our best bet is to go up this route here, face this elite, and then we'll see. So we'll see what ends up happening. I knew that was going to be your question. Right, I'm definitely got to go, and I'll definitely come back. No bother, Elimmy. It was a pleasure having you in. Again, follow us on the Discord there if you want to, my friend, so that you know whenever I end up going live. Because I don't have a set schedule at the moment. I go live when I can do. So that's the best way to end up knowing. But until next time, my friend, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for the raid. Just as always is the case, I have been Stupid Sexy Craic. Shlong Gafo, my friend, and as always, Pog Mahone. Not a chance in hell. Senior up. Not a chance in hell is tomorrow, a 24-hour stream. Now, let me know, Fox, what is it that you have done, my dear? I'm looking forward to hearing about it. I told my sister about how amazing your streams are. Thank you! Well, thank you so much. I'm honored that you would even consider sending them on that type of way. Any type of publicity or anything like that is deeply appreciated. You know, like everyone, I end up feeling it's probably not worth it, but at the end of the day, genuinely, I appreciate it. And I hope that when they come in, they end up enjoying it as well, Fox. And I hope that you've been enjoying them as well. You know, you all end up having that worry when it ends up coming down to stuff that it comes down that type of way. But, you know, you do what you can and you do what ends up coming down. You are my friend and one of my fave streamers. Well, thank you so much for that. I'm hoping now, I must admit, one of the things that has me a little bit worried. Let's see what ends up coming down before I finish that statement.
Ilnaviria just redeemed _random_voice.
We have a vibrato. So basically, with the voice. So this is me a bit of crack. One of the things that I want to end up happening and will make me feel so happy if I get chosen to do it is I want to be one of the people that's chosen to be the Football Manager 27 Alpha release, to end up testing that. If I'm chosen into that, I'll be like a pig in shit. You know, that we'll see what ends up happening there. For now, I'm just enjoying things, taking the incredible advice that the likes of Lammy and other people have ended up coming down to, and enjoying myself, trying to end up having good, grand, and delicious conversations with all that end up coming in, and feeling honored that people would choose me as a raid destination, or even to just view me. And I'm honestly happy that you all end up enjoying it, my friends. And that's enough of blowing your ears out with an incredibly bad voice. Thank you, Novi, for the selection. I mean, it's just a beautiful voice, Minnie. How is life treating you? My friends, if you haven't, send some love over to Minnie on Sealy as well, another streamer. Always up for the crack, always up for the gish. The two clip wonders, I do end up calling her, considering she has gotten a brand new clip. So good, in fact, that todayscene.gg has decided to try and mute her. But let's see if we can get to it in time. I don't think I'm going to. Nope, we got to it in time. So send your love over there if you can do, my friends. I posted in... Ooh, I want to see these burgers.
Say my height would be extremely tall, just a bit of 5'9".
You're a fucking tree compared to me.
You're a tree compared to me is such a statement. Okay.
People who are...
Ooh, boy, they look nice. They look really, really nice, my dear. Though, and you might hate me for this one, and those that want to end up seeing it, go into the Discord and view it. But you might end up hating me for this one. I will say they look kind of like a scone. They look kind of like a scone, don't they? That's an interesting emote there. I don't know how realistic that bend to the back is for that emote, but that's an interesting emote there, Minnie. I'm actually not sure how we have set up this build, but we'll go with this for now. I'm not doing too good, so I'm a lark, Craic. I'm sorry to hear that, Minnie. I hope that things end up getting better soon for you, my dear. Look after yourself. And if you need anything, don't be afraid to reach out. But, you know, just look after yourself and make sure that the Craic is 90, my friend. I thought this was words on stream. What I'm playing? Craic, I gave Minnie a follow. Well, thank you so much, my dear. She is a great streamer now. She's always up for the Craic and the whole lot. And good conversationalist and the whole lot. So, you know, it's nice to send the love over that way. The menu looked like it. Maybe. I don't know, and I must admit, Words on Stream isn't a game I've ended up playing, so I wouldn't actually know if it did. So that's quite interesting to me, that that's a route that you're after going with it, seeing you're up. I don't know if I've ever actually watched Words on Stream. So that's kind of interesting, you know? But yeah, no, but I like the stream and the whole lot. Ooh, song. Okay.
Lambie just redeemed song request.
Cool. That's after coming in, so beautiful. We'll end up having that come in now in a minute. I don't know if I know this song. Basically, like Scrabble, there's random letters and people in chat guess. You have to work together to fill out the grid. Interesting. Who knows, maybe in the future we'll try that. Caffeinated Cloud, how are you doing, my friend? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious with you? I hope that the Craic has been treating you 90. Thank you so much for the lurk, my friend. My friends, Caffeinated
Mariners underscore
in
writing just redeemed song request.
Gave us a raid and the whole lot, and was gas conversation when we ended up doing it. So if you can, send the love back over their way. Send the love to Caffeinated Crowd, another great streamer, always up for the Craic, always up for the conversations when they end up coming through. So send your love over that way if you can as well.
Anyway, we have that.
It's this song you're after playing. Oh, I love this song.
Minnie underscore unseelie just
Minnie.
redeemed hydrate.
I know. Autistic star.
Oh, bollocks. I don't know if it's ever happened yet, where you take a drink and it goes down the wrong chute.
Minnie underscore unseelie just redeemed song request.
So I'm fine. It just went down the wrong chute, so my nose went down my nose instead of my mouth. So just coughed for a bit because I wasn't expecting it. But, you know, we end up enjoying this fantastic song to keep us back into good gracious beforehand. I mean, you have to let me know, Novi. I've been saying it there. I do want to do a just chatting night, potentially on a Friday.
Minnie underscore unseelie just redeemed hydrate.
We just sit down, potentially watch stuff, potentially just chat about stuff, where I end up coming with a couple of Guinnesses and just end up doing that. So that'll be coming soon enough. Depending on the job side of things, I don't know what I'm going to do for it. My 2-year anniversary is the 24th, 25th of September. So I need to decide what I'm going to end up doing for being 2 years streaming on then. I'm going to do something for it, make a bit of an event out of it. So if anyone has any suggestions, DM me or put them into the Discord there of what to do for the 25th of September. Hopefully it'll end up suiting. But it should be a bit of crack. Also, thank you so much for the hydrate again, Minnie. I genuinely appreciate it. Oh, this could be annoying. I mean, I don't know if... Genuinely speaking, I wouldn't have a problem attempting it if everything ended up coming around suiting. But I don't know if I have the interest points to do a 24-hour stream. If I was doing a 24-hour stream, that'd be a stream where I need to people come on every now and again and talk with me, if you get me. Now, we'll see, because I do have diarrhea about the constipation of the brain, so I do have the capability of talking quite a lot of horse manure. But, you know, could be tempted, especially depending on the job situation. But we shall see then. Gotta go finish dinner, but I hope you have a wonderful stream. Thank you so much, my dear. Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy the cheeseburgers that you're going to end up having. Make sure that your crack is 90, and I shall chat you very, very soon, my dear. Also, I love your dancing alien, Sassy. It's always a gas bit of crack. The seeing your Walt dancing alien is gorgeous. Subathon earned that bag. Maybe. Would that be something that people would actually end up liking to see? Me do a subathon? Because what type of things would I end up adding to it to make the subathon actually interesting? We'll see, we'll see. Congratulations, make things easier, nicer. Did I miss something? Oh, nice! Happy out. Because I know that was one of your big problems, Minnie, was that you were waiting to get a new keyboard. So I'm happy that you're actually after getting it. That means you can end up going back into the streaming again, because I know that you haven't been able to do it for a bit because of the fact that you hadn't had that keyboard, that things weren't set up properly for all of that. So I'm happy to hear that you're after getting it, my dear. Congratulations. Oh, rant time. Why? What do you want me to rant about? Or is that something that you want to end up putting down as a subathon option? Just me ranting. I mean, obviously you don't have to do streaming or anything like that. You can just enjoy playing some games. I discovered yesterday American Australians have the @ symbol on the 2 key of their keyboard. Like what? Yeah. Unfortunately, this is an American keyboard. This is an American keyboard, so I have it on the 2. The big problem I have with the American keyboard is it doesn't have a pipe key. Okay, had to step away, so having a pint is on. Of course, Novi. Let me know when, and I'm up for having it. Yeah, like probably the most guaranteed time is probably the 25th of September, but I do plan on doing getting a couple of Guinnesses and just enjoying it there anyway. But we'll see what ends up happening. Mariners and I am broken. Now I live here. I mean, to be fair, to live here is to live in beautiful tranquility, because there's nothing like living in the Craic, baby! Oh, I'm getting on Ark. Not too bad. Well, to be fair, Ark Survival or Ark Raiders Mini. Because I've been playing it there and I've been enjoying it the last wee while. I've upgraded most of the workbenches. And now it's just working on the actual expedition itself, so we'll end up continuing at that. Not too bad. Good bit of crack. Then the speech marks are the same as the apostrophe. Like, that must be too confusing. I mean, I don't know. Are you trying to eat lamb? What are you talking about? I mean, to be fair, lamb is a healthy and nutritious meal and always nice to have on a Monday afternoon. Yeah, baby, yeah. Oh, God. I love that I cringe myself. Perhaps the shadow ban was for the best. Well, screw you too. As if none of you would eat lamb on a Monday evening. Monday evening is the best time to eat lamb. All of you are just jealous that I have access to good lamb. Have fun on Arc Raiders. Yeah, to be fair, I've been enjoying it when I've been playing it, and I plan on playing it a wee bit more. And it seemed like ye had fun, Sassy. Yourself, Minnie, and Lamb, when she ended up doing it there on the last stream as well. Craic has just done nothing but growl in our ears tonight. Yeah, baby, I will growl in your ears for every moment of the night. I will make your every talk come into pure, unadulterated ecstasy of the Craic injection. We have the Gruffalo at home. The Gruffalo at home. Is that a Harry Potter reference or what is that? I don't know if the Gruffalo even growls. Oh no, is the Gruffalo the Winnie the Pooh? Is the Gruffalo the Winnie the Pooh? No, that's the Huffalump. That's the Huffalump. That's what they call. That's what they call the elephant. The elephant that they do elephant they end up getting. They call it the Huffalump. Yeah. Not the Gruffalo. Okay.
Duckgod_of_quack just redeemed song request.
How chancy do I be? With 29 health, do I try the elite? Screw it, let's do it. Men at work down under. Nice! Let's see what this one's like. It's been effectively added in there, so we'll see how it ends up going. So that should be good, grand, and delicious. I don't know if I know that song. I don't know it off of just the name, so I might know it when it ends up playing, so that's going to be interesting. I'm not getting out of... by the way, I'm not getting out of this fight. I'm not getting out of this fight. I think I've lost. Annoyingly. But we shall see. We shall see.
Mariners_writing just redeemed song request.
Can I do 38 damage next turn? That'll tell whether or not I get out of that. I haven't played this game in forever. I like this game. I really, really like this game. It's why I'm giving it a go here. I enjoyed it during the Nasu raid train. And I'm happy to be giving it another go, seeing how it ends up coming across there. So, yeah, they're going to be back alive, so let's just take the heal. So, you know. What is this song? I don't know. The song that's currently playing is Toxic Tots by Faith Marie. By the way, if you ever want to know what the song is, you can end up going hashtag song like that, and that'll end up working for you. No. Why? I don't know who picked it, but it's almost finished anyway. I have no idea who picked it, by the way, but we'll just let it finish. I should actually add the dexterity. This was a mistake by me. We did! Yep, we did. We did. Yep, so let's just take the L. So he died there, unfortunately. Yes, I will do. I think the first time I heard this song was when it was played in Scrubs. I really liked this when it was played in Scrubs, if I'm honest. You know, always a good bit of crack, just enjoying what ended up happening when it's a, you know. This is a song that I would butcher 10 ways to Sunday if I tried doing a karaoke version of it. A veggie... Doc! Screw you and your Vegemite sandwich. Ugh! You're trying to make me feel bad. A Vegemite sandwich? Really? A Vegemite sandwich? That's insane. What the hell? Ooh. Sorry, things just started to freeze up there for a second as we're trying to get up the next game up, as I decided to swap over to our creators. Oh, does the song actually mention Vegemite sandwich? That's shocking to me. Anyway, I'm gonna let you enjoy this for a second whilst I use the loo and the advertisements come on, so enjoy that. Well, I have returned there, my friends. Just waiting to get everything set up here for what we're moving on to, so just bear with us now a couple of seconds while we end up doing that. But yeah, just enjoying the crack, seeing how it ends up coming, and all being good, grand, and delicious. Okay, mute that.
Skunky 4040 just
Skunky,
redeemed go.
What's a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious with you? I hope that the crack is treating you 90. Has the day been going well for you, my friend? Have you gotten up to anything exciting? Do let us know. Nothing like ended up going for that. Was there a goal in specific that you ended up going with? Or is there any games that you've been watching or anything like that? Do let us know. For it's always a bit of crack. Bear with us now 1 second. Sorry, a couple of little nagging issues. Nothing ever goes fine when you want it to go fine, does it? So we're just seeing whether or not we can get it up and running. We might actually be able to go with Arc, sadly, but we'll see. Free kick right on the edge, 86th minute. So what's the score now? Because I haven't been keeping an eye on it. Wrexham still in the lead in that particular game, senior up, or what's the situation? Cardiff have a last-minute free kick, so there's a chance for them to end up coming back into this and getting, you know, the final situation of what ends up happening. Yeah, Novi, we actually could end up doing another one. Do you have my code? Yeah, here, give me 1 second. Here, I'll send it on to you. So my number is this. That, and if you need the actual name itself, it is this. Off of the free kick, is it? Not too bad. Okay, so let's have a quick gawk at it, because I love when good things end up happening. So Wrexham versus Cardiff. So, yeah, 1-1 now. Joel Cahill in the 98th minute. Wow. Wrexham are all just going to be one of those teams that just, you know, always have that little issue, always have that little bump in the dark type situation, you know? But, you know, you enjoy what ends up coming down to it and see how she ends up cooking, you know? But yeah, you know, I must say, some people have been turning around stating for years that the Championship is a pale imitation on the Premier League when it comes down to football. I have often preferred the Championship to the Premier League, you know? But we'll see what ends up happening with it this year. I don't think there's as much piss and vinegar in the Championship this year as there was in past years. I know one of the big interesting one is that West Ham were trying to get the Irishman himself, Troy Parrott, onto their side, but they didn't end up getting there, unfortunately. So, you know, the joys of that. But we'll see what ends up happening in the near future with them. I know that their first game ended as a draw, which is kind of fascinating as well. The first game of the season versus Burnley. You know, two demoted sides going against each other and immediately getting the draw is kind of fascinating, you know? Keeper should have kept that. Well, the joys of it. It's one of those weird situations when that ends up happening when the keeper should end up saving things. Wrexham have a fairly good keeper though, don't they? Or is that one of the areas that they need to improve upon? Because I'm not really sure when it comes down to Wrexham as to what it is they need to improve with. DBD. Yeah, I must admit, though, the DBD has been good watching more people end up playing it. I know Oro was playing it earlier on today, and I know that he's going to be playing on his 24-hour stream as well. So I have to get into more DBD. Next time that Lammy ends up doing her tournaments for DBD, I might try and end up getting into it, you know, seeing how it ends up going. Also, my friends, if you haven't, he was live earlier on today playing Zero something. I don't know the game myself, but send your love over to Magnus Sword as well. Gas bit of crack, always up for the fun. Getting a warning for cheating on DBD was gold. Yeah, I died so quick in DBD that I ended up getting a warning from the game stating that I was cheating. I died so bloody quick. They actually hunted me down to kill me. It was that brutal, the execution that I ended up being given. It was funny as hell, but it was brutal that I ended up being caught out that way. Yeah, like I got completely and utterly slappo-jacked the minute that I went into the game. It was absolutely hilarious. I didn't even last 2 minutes. I didn't even last 2 minutes. It was that quick of a complete and utter annihilation when we ended up doing it. Shouldn't they accuse the killer, not you? You would think so. You would think so, but the game was thinking that I was playing so bad that I was throwing for the killer. You know, a hilarious situation that, you know? But, you know, you deal with what ends up coming and enjoying it anyway, you know? You know, but I do enjoy that game. It is one of the sticky situations of where I've never been diagnosed with it, but this is probably where I have a bit of neurodivergency. It annoys the bollocks off of me having a game and not having all of the DLC of the game. I actually want that clip because I might end up making that my next clip for tomorrow. If it's as good as I remember it is, I might make that my next clip for, you know, social medias. But we'll see what ends up happening. That's one of the other reasons why I think I've been shadow banned is I ended up putting up a clip on the red one and it just died a goddamn death. Always up for that cracking the game. Yeah, pretty much. You know, it's always looking for a bit of crack to be injected into its aura sphere. You know, always enjoying that bit of fun, you know? Also, I should edit this. I always need to remember that this is one of the things I need to actually edit. Cool. Do that. Considering people can actually see it. And then, yeah. That's all cool there. But yeah, no. Is the stream okay for everyone, by the way? Has there been any buffering or anything like that? Because it just said there was a bit of unstability there. I hope that everything is okay. Please let me know if anything problematic ended up occurring there.
Mini_unseelie just redeemed hydrate.
I've been listening to an awful lot of this type of music lately as well. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, the Nabu type music and all that type of stuff. But you know, you do what you can and you see how it ends up coming.
Skunky 4040 just redeemed.
Like, one of the things that I want to end up potentially going to in the near future is the Fusion Festival. I would adore going to the Fusion Festival and seeing
Mini_Unseelie just redeemed song request.
Well, thank you so much for letting me know. Up, we try and see how she ends up cooking. Anyway, I'm going down that way, you know. You know, so we'll end up doing it that way.
Mini_Unseelie just redeemed song request.
But yeah, I have a friend of mine too that recently has gotten back into playing Skyrim. And I loved Skyrim back in the day when I was playing it, but I never played, modded Skyrim, and it's something that I need to do at some point in time, you know?
_Quack
Mod
just
the
redeemed
absolute
teabag
living
away from
crap
camera
out
in
of
big
Skyrim
screen mode.
and enjoy every moment of what it ends up doing, you know? But, you know, there are other things that I need to end up doing as well, like, you know, making sure that the cake is in good vibes, good formations as well. And the best way to do that is by having wonderful individuals such as Duck, pay for something like the tea bags. So, let's get them out of the way. Actually, wait a minute. Do I need that lighting? Yeah, okay. I think for this, let me know if this is better or worse, by the way, guys. This is just experimentation on the lightings. One, two, three, four, five. That better or worse? You know, make it a bit more clear for you. Let me know. You know what would be awesome? You have a playlist to match your stream vibe. What would that be? Can we have some cheery songs, less depresso? Yeah, no bother. I didn't even realize half of them were depresso. Then in that case, if anyone has a playlist, send it on to me. I'm happy to do it. Okay, so if I go back to here, you are being obnoxiously weird today, Spotify. Okay. We'll try this for a bit. Nope. Anything gets me hype. Anything gets me hype, Novi. I feel like I am walking into a white light of heaven being chased by your teabag. Well, I mean, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's what we end up needing to happen. And maybe that's the crack that needs to end up coming true. Yeah, just bear with us 1 second, sorry. The joys of when things go a little bit titsy. No bother, Minnie. Thank you so much for coming in today. Just remember, I have been Stupid Sexy Craic, Shlán go fóill, my friend, and as always, Pug Mahone. How do you... Yeah, anyway.
Oh.
How are things, Novi?
Good, thanks. How's you?
Okay. Good. So we have the audio put in through there as well. So that's beautiful. Happy out. Because sometimes when I end up trying to put the Discord up onto the actual stream, it doesn't end up working, which is hilarious.
Yeah, it's annoying when that happens.
Yeah. But, you know, we end up trying, we see how she ends up cooking and, you know, put everything together that way. So I think Sassy is joining us as well, if she gets a chance. What? I just ended up picking a slightly upbeat pop remix, and that second song is bloody weird.
Well, you gotta have upbeat. You can't have none of this depresso shit.
Yeah, I like techno type music there, so the Nabu one is one that ends up enjoying me, but I can understand why some people don't end up liking it. So let's go. Yeah, that'll do. You know, nice old beats there. Though I am out with monsters, so I need to get more monster as well.
Yeah, let's get the monster.
So, anyways, I suppose thankfully she's up and running okay, or at least it seems to be anyway. So we're going to be able to move over to Arc Raiders for a bit and give this a bit of a go. When was the last time you were playing a Novi?
Oh, a little while ago. Been a while.
So you don't have anything nice with you at the moment, do you?
I probably can get something nice, to be fair, because I haven't really done anything.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, do I need to bring anything in for you, or are you, like, okay?
Let's have a look. Because I don't remember.
Because if you need some stuff, I'll bring in some stuff and try and end up, you know, helping you out where I can.
We should be good for now.
Good. I always go in with a Beretta and a hull cracker, just for the gish. Where would you like to go? What's your favorite map?
Is there any events on?
There is a night raid in Stella Montes, but I must admit, I am really... What in the name of all is holy? How have I never seen the Tizzo gloaming emote before? Oh my god! So there's a night raid going on there, which obviously is PvP. And if we're going into the PvP, it means I'm changing my loadout and going in free. But I don't mind going in PvP if you want to. Blue Gate is currently doing a harvester. The Dam Battlegrounds is doing a matriarch, and then there's nothing else in any of the other ones.
No, we can go PvE or whichever. Streamer's choice.
Okay, then in that case, I suppose, even though I know none of the secret spots, let's just go to the Buried City, because one of the things I'm actually looking for is the Bombardier's cores, and I know the Bombardier is quite likely to spawn in Buried City. So we'll just go into Buried City and have a bit of crack with that.
Alright. Hello, Sassy.
Wish me luck.
Hello. How are you, my dear?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good, grand, and or delicious.
Delicious.
I know. People end up enjoying the crack when they end up getting a taste of them. I love the tattoos you have on the face of your character, by the way. I'm not a big person for face tattoos, but I think they look awesome.
Well, thank you. I wanted to give her something that made her look unique, you know?
Twasn't at all a reference to Avatar.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Good game though, that Avatar, what is it? Avatar Soldiers of Pandora or something like that? Oh, the stream's gone laggy. Okay, bear with us now 1 second.
Oh no.
Why would that be happening? Okay, then let's do that and go that. Click OK. That should improve things a bit. Let's do that. Close all of these. We'll close any extra crap we have, see if it ends up helping us. Though this should have fixed things. I do. The one annoying thing with Arc Raiders is the first run does always make it hop and skip a bit. I don't know if you noticed that on your system, that the first run is always a bit, you know, chuggy before she ends up working.
It's a bit rough.
Bit rough.
No, not the rough. Oh my
I mean, I didn't ask it to bark, you know, so, you know. But if you're going to bark for free, then fair enough.
We need to put ourselves in the right mood for going into the expedition. The other thing to put us in the right mood is to get the alcohol flask that we end up using. And because we don't have alcohol, putting in Coke Zero. It's a good substitute until we end up getting alcohol. So yeah, no, that pint will come soon enough, Nobi.
Yes, indeed it will.
What's your beverage of choice?
It depends.
Ooh.
It depends.
If I'm a cocktail person, I'm typically an old-fashioned.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm more of a whiskey cocktail man myself, but I do find that when you're trying to end up getting something like a whiskey sour, that most places don't know how to do it properly and they make it too strong. Or don't put the right garnish in place. But there was this one whiskey sour I ended up having a couple of years ago where they ended up doing the charcoal smoke effect on the whiskey sour. Yes. So just put a container in it, burnt all of the charcoal, like literal charcoal bits into the actual thing and pumped the smoke into it. And they had a pre-rimmed lemon that the smoke would ignite the lemon. How they done this, I don't understand, but the smoke would ignite the lemon, and as a result of which, the kind of smoky lemon went through the whiskey. And it made it taste unbelievable.
Why does my character keep crouching? Stop, please. There we go.
Nothing quite like a crouch.
If you're lagging, maybe drop one of your streams.
Yes. I will actually do that now.